Okay, we're back. Am I my mic on?
My mic on?
My mic's on. You got your little white light going? You do?
You do?
Yeah, we're
Okay.
good. Okay, so here we're going to talk about things that are different that doesn't matter.
We have a
Things-
script.
We do. Things that are different that, or things rather I do not miss living in the U.S. and things that I do miss living in the U.S.
Things that are the same.
Things that are the same and things that are different, but doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So things that are the same. There's really not many things that are the same.
No, I would say for me, something that's the same is getting to know your neighbors. It's just as slow here getting to, people are cautious to let you in. So it didn't happen to us when we lived in Stone Mountain because we owned a business, and so we met people very quickly. But when we first moved to Lithonia, it took us a minute to get to know our neighbors and have them say, okay, yeah, these guys are okay, and let us into their lives. We've met our neighbor Fatima across the street, amazing woman.
Met her on day one.
And her
though.
husband Gilbert too. Sorry, I have to give Gilbert.
Yeah, we met them on day one, actually.
Yeah,
well,
we met them on day one.
We had pleasantry hellos.
Pleasantries, and then just little by little, and they're an amazingly kind couple, and we are very fortunate. They live, feet away. So,
and they gifted us a gorgeous sago palm, which you can't see because it's just outside the camera, but they
Right.
gifted that to us, which
it was very
really nice of them.
Yes, and she also helped us. We're very much in the same mindset. She helped us when we were getting rid of a lot of the furniture that the previous family left behind.
Furniture.
Stop.
It was.
And anyway, she helped us find to go to a good home, rather than just throw it away.
Right.
That's something I really appreciated about her. Anyway,
one person's trash, another person's treasure. And the person that got this was thrilled about it.
One person's trash is my treasure.
Yeah. All right, you're talking about my mom now.
No. The same.
Okay, things that are the same is we found both places have very slow government. Excuse me.
Bureaucracy.
Yes. It may be worse here, if that's even possible. And I know not all municipalities in the United States are slow, but I think probably 90% were. I don't want to name any actual cities or counties, but
it prepared us for here.
Pretty much, yeah.
It prepared us for here.
It was just very slow going, and they take their time, and they have to have meetings about it, and they have to do this, and they have to do that, and nothing ever gets done, and you got to keep pressuring them. And pretty much it's the same thing here, but it can just take a little bit longer here. But
yeah, we're still trying to get our roof done. But
okay,
you're next.
No, things that are different, but doesn't matter.
Is that what you want to do next?
Yes.
Okay. Things that are different.
But it doesn't matter.
I would say I'll take this one. The parking on the sidewalks is so bizarre to me. But when you think about it, the sidewalks are really about as wide as I am, as wide as this chair.
If that.
Sometimes they're about this wide. And when cars go by, you kind of lean up against the building as they go by, or as you can get hit by the mirror of the car. But and then on top of that, it's a one-lane road. Really, only one car can fit on it, and so people park up on the sidewalk on one side of the street. So, and it's just so you'll be walking down the street, and there's a car on the sidewalk, but partially on the sidewalk because like this much of the car. Anyway, it's weird. It doesn't matter though. It's just fun. It's part of the fun of living here. So
okay, in a little while we're going to talk about gunshots. You probably just heard some bangs. Those were not gunshots, just to let you know. Those are cannons. This is the holy month, and the churches do festivals, and they shoot cannons off sometimes during the festival
to mark the beginning
of it and the end of it. So something's either starting or ended.
It could be a cannon or it could be fireworks.
It could be fireworks.
They do a lot of fireworks. Yeah.
All right. So Jeff talked about the size of the sidewalks.
Oh, I took two.
Very
I'm
small.
so
no, that's
sorry.
okay. They kind of went hand in hand. Ring doorbells are illegal here.
Mm-hmm.
It is illegal to film people on the street. The cameras they put in cars, they do have backup cameras here because they need those, the way they parallel park in tight spaces. But the front-facing camera is actually illegal in Portugal. It's illegal to film people on the street without their permission. We have walked through with the camera downtown, and we will probably do some more of those because it's Christmas time. It's beautiful downtown. We might do one in the next day or two, but and they don't seem to really.
Well, and one of the reasons we're here, PDL Azores,
PDL
great channel.
Azores, yeah, it's a YouTube channel. PDL Azores, PDL Azores. It's great. He walks around town all the time. Nobody seems to say anything. Matter of fact, the only problem he's had was when he walks by the Gentleman Club. They don't like him to film because they don't want him to film people going into the Gentleman's Club
Or coming out.
or coming out. Yes. So, but most people don't really care if you film with your camera down the street. But Ring doorbells are illegal. You cannot have one. You can have cameras inside your house. We have cameras in the backyard. Not that we need them, but anyway,
you can have a Ring doorbell, but it can't be recording.
It can't be Oh, true. It cannot be recording, and it's really not supposed to face the street. It's
Right.
supposed to face like right at the door, sideways. Okay, and then this one really is the most strange thing in the world, and I don't know if this is European, Portuguese, or Azorean. I don't know.
Or just your experience.
No, it's not just my experience. Other people have said it, and every time I've ever gotten in an elevator, when the doors open, the people waiting to get on first. Then you can get off, which is so crazy because you kind of have to move out of their way while they all pile in and then kind of squeeze out. I have never yet been in an elevator when the elevator door opens and people waiting to get on say, come on off. They just plow right in. So that's just kind of an interesting thing. Okay, so now let's go to which ones do you want? Things I miss or things I
don't
not
miss. Let's end on a positive note.
What, things I miss is positive?
Well, it's better than things I don't miss.
Well, I don't miss about the United States because I think they're better here.
Oh, okay. It's up to you. You're in charge.
Okay, things I do not miss
Okay.
about living in the United States.
Okay.
Guns everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere. Now, people would come into the pub packing. You see people down the street all the time. There's just everybody, almost everyone owns guns. Jeff and I were not gun owners. We are not really particularly fond of guns. I really didn't have a problem with people having guns that are responsible because, why not? But we just chose not to have guns. And at the pub, we didn't need them anyway because 80% of our clientele had guns on them. So if somebody came in to rob us, all I have to do is just say, turn around.
Yeah.
And they turn around and there'd be everybody pointing them. So, but there are no guns here. Guns are not allowed here. I think you can get a hunting rifle or something, but I'm not sure you can even get one of those on the island because I don't think they allow hunting on the island.
I don't know. You'd have to research that.
But
and that feeds into the next thing though, and that's the idea of, for me, I have no fear walking at night. Really?
Oh yeah, me neither. Not at all. It could be 2:00 in the morning, and the kids are excited about something.
Yeah.
We don't even need a door thing.
We don't need
we got
doorbell.
the dogs an alarm system. So anyway, you could be on a very narrow street here. Some of these streets, like we said, the sidewalks are very small and it's building, dark, late night, walking down this dark road, and you'll see one or two people coming towards you. Nothing. Yeah. There's no. In the beginning, I got a little bit of anxiety, like I would in the United States, just because you need to be on your caution. Are these people going to rob me? Are they going to mug me? There's nobody around to witness it. Here, nothing.
Yeah.
And so, that's kind of
it's very safe.
Yeah, and also
Ponta Delgado is a very safe city.
It's so nice to listen to news here, even though I don't understand 90% of what they're saying because they're in Portuguese. But you don't see daily shootings, like mass shootings anywhere, daily shootings, and you just don't see that, and that's kind of refreshing. And I have to admit, I was skeptical of going to big events, because those could be the target for mass shooting when I was in the United States. I just personally would have this anxiety about going to some place where there was a large number of people.
Yeah.
So, okay.
So my eyes caught a high-speed chase by the police.
Yeah.
How could you?
they do not do high-speed chases here. As a matter of fact,
but the cars still drive fast, though.
They do, but you drive down the road, you never see a cop off to the side waiting to pull you over and give you a ticket. They just don't do that here. What they do is they set up roadblocks. And so you get stopped at a roadblock. They're very efficient. If they suspect you of anything, You have to pull over into a side area where another police officer comes over and
They call them checkpoints.
checkpoints. Yeah, and the thing
Checkpoints.
is, they have like 3 different police here. They have the state police, which is sort of like the FBI, the government police. They have the city, local municipality police, and then they have traffic police. And they're not like traffic cops like back home would be like, oh, that's degrading. It's actually an entire part of their force that's just dedicated to, parking and safety and driving and DUIs and things like that. And they set up these checkpoints. And if they don't suspect anything, you just go right on it. And it does stop traffic a little bit, but it's really pretty efficient. And again, they won't necessarily even chase you if you run one of those, but they do have your license plate, your make of your car, probably your description, and it is an island.
So where are you going to go?
They're going to eventually get you. So, okay, what's the next thing on this
Oh,
list?
I don't know.
Oh, another thing too is disrespect for first responders. In the United States, we have a lot of friends that are police, and the minute they put that badge on, half the community is already against them. And over here, the police, the fire, even the taxi drivers, everybody is very respected. They even do
A parade.
yeah. Tell them about the parade.
Oh, so it was very interesting. They did a parade, and I don't remember who started it, but it was just honoring all the public service people, including the people who pick up trash. They were in the parade. The police were in the parade. The fire brigade was in the parade, and they just go through the town with all the different service vehicles. The taxis were in the parade, and it was hard getting a taxi at that time.
Because they were all in the parade. But I'll tell you about taxis in a minute.
But yeah, and it was really refreshing to see the fact that the people had so much respect for the people who do maybe more what in the US I don't think they consider it menial jobs here. I don't know. I've not had a conversation, but they had a parade to honor them because they appreciate the work that they do. And so
no floats, no band. Well, actually, there was a couple bands because the fire brigade had a band and the police had their band, but there weren't like regular bands and stuff. And the people line the street, and as they come by, they just all keep applauding them.
Yeah.
And it was just really kind of a nice thing.
So
now I'm going to bump into taxis because you mentioned taxis.
Okay.
Taxis here are owned or run by the government. So they're not a private entity.
Hence, they were in the public servant parade.
Yes, because they're city employee. There's an app that looks much like an Uber app. It shows where the car is, how soon before they pick you up, what the license plate and make of the car is, and the amount it's going to cost you to get where you're going. Within the city of Punta Delgada, it's always $6 unless they have to pop their trunk. If they pop their trunk, it's an extra, I think, $2.50. I think it's like €2.50.
You're the one who always takes taxis.
But some charge it, some don't. But it's €6. That's the cost to go anywhere within the city. If I want to go to the airport, I think it's €10 to the airport.
€10 to the airport.
€10 to the airport.
No, unless you have luggage.
Luggage is $12.50.
Yeah, $12.50.
Yeah, €12.50. So anyway, the taxis here are, it's so refreshing because you're not going to get ripped off. We took a taxi to Ribeira Grande, which is on the other side of the island, straight north on the island, and it cost us €20 to go. I mean, like the other side of the island. Then even further away is Furnish, and we took with some friends. I took a taxi with them to Furnish, and it was, I want to say, €32 total for the three of us, so that's just amazing. And that was a hour drive.
So
yeah,
it's very reasonable. I'll say home repair costs. I can't, but that goes with the other Portuguese patients. It is less expensive. However, it does sometimes take longer. We've talked about fixing the roof, I think, in other videos, and we've put the deposit down, and they're still curing the wood. Anyway, Portuguese patients, it will get done.
It will. It takes a long time, but it's so cheap, it's worth the wait.
I wouldn't say it's cheap.
It's affordable.
No, it's inexpensive.
Definitely compared to the U.S. It is extremely affordable.
Yes, but compared to the culture, it's right.
We had a guy come in and hang 2 chandeliers for us. Actually, take one down, move it to another room, and then put one up in its place. And the chandeliers, by the way, we had to have rewired here to be good for 220, new sockets and everything put in. And he came in and he couldn't get the one he moved to the kitchen to work properly. And so he was working on it, working on it, working on it. And I said, how much do I owe you? And he says, well, I really should have had this done in 1 hour. And he charges €10 an hour. So he said €10. And I'm like, but you were here 2 hours. And he says, I know, but I should have had it done in 1 hour. So we gave him €20 and said we had to take it because you were here 2 hours. So,
Yeah, I mean, pay you for your
yeah.
time.
And so, but back home, an electrician coming in, putting up chandeliers, a couple $100.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah,
I think
€20.
one of my favorite things about living here, and it goes along with I don't miss in the U.S., is nightly, except Sunday or Domingo, nightly garbage pickup. And so it was once, well, actually in Stone Mountain, it was twice a week. In Lithonia, it was once a week. And so you have these big tubs that you drag out to the curb. All we do is we have 30-gallon trash bags because that's even big.
Unless we have a party.
Unless
Then
we have a
need a couple
party.
of bags because of bottles.
But you put it out every night. You put your trash out every night, so you don't have any trash in your house overnight. And I love that. And they come by twice a night. Around 11 o'clock they come by, and then they come a second time at about 1 or 2 in the morning. But I don't miss that about the U.S., but I love that here. So
yeah, and also another thing I don't miss is, and we had a restaurant business, so tipping was something that's the norm, and we encouraged it with our customers because that's just how the way the system works in the United States. Here, it does not work that way, and tipping 20 to 30% would be very unusual and unique. And matter of fact, I got yelled at the first time I left a tip by a local who said, "You Americans are ruining our system." So I will say though that you can just round up the bill too if you want. So if it's a 16 or 17 euro meal, you could leave 20 or leave them whatever the difference would be there, like a couple of euro. And so, but really €1 even left is much appreciated. But if you don't leave anything and you come back the next day, you're going to get the same service you got the day before. So,
well, their servers do have a higher wage in comparison to the culture than in the U.S. I mean, yeah. Anyway, we won't get into all that.
yeah, because even that's good.
I love what these two go together. If I could take those,
Yeah.
I do not miss the reliance on the car. For those of you who know me, you know how much I loathe driving, especially when we lived in Atlanta, because I didn't feel safe. Although as fast as they drive on our street, maybe walking isn't safe either. But no matter where you went, you had to rely on your car to go do things. Now, I loved Stone Mountain got us prepared for this because at least we could walk to and from the pub, which was our work.
House, yeah.
Yeah, but to go to the grocery store, you drive. Everything you want to do.
Doctor's appointment, you drive. Vet
But
appointment,
here,
you drive.
everything is walkable.
Mhm.
So you can the vet, or not the vet, no, the vet's 15 minutes away. The Grassa, the open fresh vegetable market, is 10 minutes. Well, for you, it's 15 minutes
I
away.
walk slow. It's about 12 minutes away.
The pet store where we buy our dog food is 10 minutes away. I mean, everything is just
The bakery
downtown is
10 minutes away.
the downtown is 15 minutes. The farthest we've walked is 20 minutes, and that's to the jazz club.
Well, it's about a 20-minute walk to 20-minute walk to the big grocery store. So
Continent?
Pingo Doce.
Oh, Pingo Doce.
Or Continent, either
Yeah.
one. They're both in opposite directions, but they're about a 20-minute walk.
So Rory, we have rolly carts that we use to get around. But I love walking everywhere.
I do too.
It's just very refreshing. So I do not miss the reliance that we had on a car. And going with that, the insurance, the upkeep, the gas,
Parking.
It's
very difficult in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as much walking as I have done, and I've done a lot of walking, I haven't lost any weight because the food is so good here.
Oh, I thought it's because you walk
and it's so
slow.
inexpensive. You can virtually get a burger, French fries, and a beer for €5.
Yeah,
a big burger.
And it's the food here does not have as much stuff in it, preservatives and all that. So, and I really like the freshness of the food too.
And all you can eat sushi for 20 euro a person, and all you can eat. We're talking about, and
And now we're back to why you haven't lost weight.
exactly. And it's like we would eat, seriously, this is not an exaggeration, I would say about $200 or $300 worth of sushi, because they just keep sending these boats full of sushi out. And
Yeah,
it's
they
all
like
can eat.
you.
Yeah, they
They
do
like
like
you.
me.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Okay, so you want to move on to things that
Well, no, we still have a few
a few
other.
more.
The one thing this is what I do not miss. No, I miss that. Okay, that's another thing I missed. I have to come back up to that. You wanted to do that?
Oh, I don't miss the weather. That is one of my things. Although of late this week I have been freezing every day. Um, we're going into winter, so it's been in the mid 50s, low 60s, and I know that doesn't sound cold, but when you have higher humidity, it feels colder than it is. Now we're always never cold,
Well, I've been cold a few times,
but
in Georgia.
But I don't miss the
20-degree
snow. I don't miss. I just don't miss being cold. So
Frost, having to bring plants in, cover plants, everything grows here year round. So, all right. So then, one more thing I saw in here. Oh, I do not miss big pharma commercials on TV.
True.
They do not have those commercials over here. I do not miss those. Also, don't miss political ads on TV. They don't do that here.
Yeah.
But another interesting thing
but they do political.
They do
political cars with
with the
loudspeakers.
loudspeakers. They do that, yes. And another thing too is that they have a 3-party system here. They don't have a 2-party system. I just find that fascinating. I don't know enough about their politics to even get into that. I just found it fascinating that there's 3 parties and they're pretty evenly, done. So it's
Seems like
it's not just us versus them. It's us versus them. So
no, it's not us versus. It's this one will work. This party will work with this party to get something through, and then this party will work with this party to get something through, and then it's interesting the way it works.
It is. Okay, so things that I miss: Amazon 2-day delivery. Oh my God, I have been on the Amazon site, and we have 2 choices: Spain and Germany here, and they do ship to the most items. There's a lot of items that'll come saying we can't ship to the Azores. So I miss that. I'll go on and I'll see something and it says, for Prime members only, you will receive this package by February 3rd, 2026. I'm like, what? But most things take between 4 and 8 weeks to be delivered. And so
we're 900 miles off the coast.
I'm learning Portuguese patience, as Jeff said before, with my deliveries. So you just have to plan for that. And it's just, you don't get the next day, 2-day, same day Amazon delivery you can back in Georgia.
I miss all of our friends. That would be a big thing. Now it's been nice because so we've had, for those of you who know, we Beth and Wayne were our first guests, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then some of you may know Pam. She was the next guest, and now Michael's been here
2 months.
2 months. Yeah, he's staying the whole 90 days.
90 days he's allowed.
He's staying the whole 90 days. So it's been nice to see people, from home. But
so come visit us.
Yes, we have. Well, right now we don't have room. No. Call ahead.
Yeah, call ahead. You got to slot in
because we have some local friends who their lease was up and they were having trouble finding a new place, so they're actually living upstairs right now. So our house is full, but it's nice. I like it. But and I miss my family too.
Here comes my hot button. And if you do come visit, you're going to play a part in this. There are no cigar lounges here at all. I mean, they sell cigars, but they're only local rolled cigars. They're not bad, but there's not a big variety and it's getting a little bit old. And so I miss, my cigars I got from Felix at you know, at a large variety of different cigars. And so I miss being able to just pop into Harlem Cigars after we close the lounge and get from Felix. But
Right.
um, there just are. It's almost a cigar desert here. So when you do come visit, all you got to do, we will buy the cigars and have them sent to you. You can bring 50 cigars legally into the country without paying any duty or tax. That's all I ask. Bring me 50 cigars.
Oh, and he likes his Mio water drops too. Those you can't find here.
Yeah, I like them. Yeah, we like them.
No, you do. I
Okay. And there's one there, a couple more here that you. Oh, that one's you.
Oh, I miss greeting people on the street.
No, that's not you.
Oh, well, that's
That one.
well. I'm still going to do that one, but
Well, I was going to do that one, but you can do
okay.
that one. I'll do it after you're done. I'll do
Okay.
it.
Which actually they go hand in hand because Portuguese is a difficult language to learn. We're finding it extremely difficult to learn. The nuances and the pronunciations, and so like Rory said, Ribeiro Grande. So, and I don't know if it's on purpose but he would say that, and someone would say, "What? Where?"
Where?
Because it's Ribeiro Grande. Ribeiro Grande. So, and it's the pronunciations are a little bit more difficult, and the verb conjugations. We have did, does, do, and all that, and there's like 30 depending on
Fasi, Fasal, Fasil,
yeah. So it's
and there's like about 40 of those.
But so, and I like being able to be a part of a conversation, and so it'll come. It's just taking a little longer than I had hoped to learn. That doesn't help that I'm working 8 to 10 hours a day in English because I'm still working my job for a couple more months, I think. So.
We got 3 more on here, and then if you want to in the comments down below ask us questions, we'd be glad to answer them for you in the next video. This one, because it's getting a little bit long, but he's talking about meeting people on the street. When you walk down the street here, people do not look at you. They do not make eye contact. And I kind of miss in the United States, how you walk by people, say, good morning, how are you? I'm fine, how are you? Thanks for asking, da, da, da. Of course, nobody really wants you to tell them, it actually be kind of fun just to say, how are you doing? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Let me tell you. And, my day started with it, and it'd be like, oh, no, I was just being nice. So here they don't do that. But what's funny is now only with older people, I wouldn't do this with a younger person, but with older people, if you accidentally make eye contact, you almost get a deer in headlight look, like, oh my God, we made eye contact. I was looking at you, you looked at me. All you have to do is just say boa tarde if it's the afternoon, boa noite if it's night, bom dia if it's the morning, and they'll just respond back, tarde or dia or noite. And they usually seem actually kind of,
well, and I think that's why
I don't want to say happy, but they seem kind of like nice. They feel like, oh, that was nice.
Yeah. So because it means something. So in the U.S., like you said, it doesn't really mean anything. We don't really want to know. And so I think, and I'm not slamming the U.S., but I think in that sense, the Portuguese people are a little bit more genuine, and they're not quite. They don't go, like, oh, hi. I don't know. It's just a little bit more. It's heartfelt when it does happen. It's real, but it doesn't happen very much. So, and I do miss that too.
Yeah, I do too. And like I said, the sidewalks are small. So if you are walking down the sidewalk and somebody's coming at you and you step off the sidewalk to let them go by, they usually will say obrigado. And or vice versa. If they do that, you would say obrigado.
Sometimes they just smile at you too. So
yeah. Sometimes they just smile and nod their head.
So
there was that one there. You don't miss that?
Not really.
No, really.
So what we're talking about is the sound of trains. And I loved where we lived. Sorry, I just hit my mic. Because we were right in Stone Mountain, right across from the railroad tracks. And Rory'd always joke about, we have to rehang the pictures every time the train goes by. And I thought, in the beginning, I thought I would miss it because I love the train. It's kind of in my family blood. My great-grandfather actually worked for the railroad, and I don't know, but it's been I I don't know if it's replaced, but what has kind of filled the void there is the airplanes.
We're not actually close to the airport, but when they take off, they do fly
You
just a
can
little
hear
bit
the
away from
revving.
us.
You can hear that revving of the engines of the planes getting ready to take off, and so I think it's that same sense of things happening and things moving. It kind of fills that void a little bit, so I don't miss it as much as I thought I would.
That and also the sound occasionally of a cruise ship horn
Yeah, then we
when the
hear
cruise ships
those.
leave
Yeah, when
port,
the cruise ships leave port,
because they're just down the street from us.
and I
So
love it's Princess always plays melodies when they leave.
no,
So
not
was that
Princess.
Princess? Who
No,
was it?
Disney,
Disney.
and they play Disney
They
melodies. Yeah.
play Disney melodies. So
Yep. And the last thing, oh boy, keto products on the grocery shelf, because I do keto. First of all, the bakeries here are amazing. Pasta donata is
I'm not correcting you.
pasta donata.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
Yeah, is I was looking at you to get your reaction to it.
Oh,
Is a if you not had one, it's like a creamy tart.
it's a custard pastry that is
like lemon and
from the gods.
yes, it's so good. But it's got probably about 300 carbs in it alone, just the one. So that I can't do that. And everywhere you go here is batata fritas, French fries.
Yes.
And the French fries here, the potatoes here are so amazing. The French fries here everywhere is just great.
Oh my gosh! And there's this one dish that it's French fries with a runny egg, or the white is cooked, but the yolk is runny, and and onions. It's really good.
Yeah, a lot of egg. They put eggs on everything here, steak, everything.
I know.
Yeah, if you order eggs for breakfast, they'll put an egg on the egg. They put eggs on everything. So that's about it for our list. So if you have any questions and like to know something, please note down below. I think one thing we didn't touch on, I think you did mention the weather, but the unique thing here is that virtually you can have all 4 seasons in one day.
True.
We were sitting out here earlier. When we first came out, it was nice and sunny, and now it's a little bit overcast. It might even rain a little bit. And
it's later in the day too.
Then it'll clear up again, and then it'll get windy, and yeah, you get all 4 seasons in one day. But the weather is always
changing,
but always nice. It's never no snow. Did you look up if it ever snowed here?
No, I forgot. So
I don't think it's ever snowed here. Anyway. But that's just
all in all, I mean, this is our experience. So, and for those of you who know us, we always look for. We're firm believers in that life is what you perceive it to be, and I love it here because I want to love it here. I mean, and I'm sure that someone else could do a video about it. We actually, what prompted this video was we saw someone else in Portugal. Of course, they were mainland Portugal, and they went through all the things that they didn't like about Portugal, and we're like, no, that's a good thing. No, that's a good thing. And so we thought, what, we need to do a video about things we miss, things we don't miss, things we love. But I will go back to.
I do have one more before we close.
I do too.
It is December.
You close. I'm going to tell mine. What I miss most of all right now during this season is Rory, because football in the U.S. is 4 hours. We're 4 hours ahead. So 4 or 5? 4. We're 4 hours ahead. So many a night he's up until 2 a.m. watching his football game. So
2 or 3 in the morning.
I live alone in Portugal without Rory.
Yes, that's true. And it is December. And so because it's December, it's also Christmas or Natal. And
Feliz Natal.
Downtown, we will take you on a tour of downtown. But downtown at Christmas time is magical and beautiful. And they have the Christmas village in the big square and with all the stores and restaurants and stuff in there. And not a Ferris wheel, a carousel, and a little train. You got your train there, okay. And but every street, all the streets are decorated differently, and they're all just magically lit up. So that is one thing that is different from the U.S. There are some places in the U.S. that do that. I know if you go into Stone Mountain Park, pretty much with that drive you go through with all the lights overhead, that's what every street here downtown looks like. So
Yeah,
it's pretty amazing.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, okay.
All right. So until next time,
Adios.
adios. I got to get up, turn this off manually. Yep. Boom. No.